Hello, Karen here. How is everybody? Hope you're all doing well. I pray every day for myself, my husband, and significant others, and also the people of the universe. And you know what? All of us is a part of the universe. I'm going to talk about a story, explain a story to you, what I saw on a news broadcast. The manager, or probably the CEO of Whole Foods, said it's closing the stores, and eventually all the stores will be closed. So there's a concern here. This is what we're going to do. Whole Foods will not have to pay people, but they donate to the store, and then put it on and to reduce your taxes. It'll come from your taxes. So you will receive money. A little bit from the state, federal, or the state. And what happens is they pay a certain amount, not much, $50 they may pitch in and get food, and they donate. And when they donate, again, like I said, they get reimbursed through the taxes. So, when people come into the store, I understand that people are not working. The people don't want to work. The food is there, but no way to get it out to the people. So, let people come in like nutritionists and dietitians. Let them have an office where they could work, talk to people of the foods they eat in comparison to what your ailments are, your sickness. So again, they will be reimbursed by the government. So the workers, nutritionists, dietitians, get federal help. And after that, they donate money, and in return they file that, and they can get funds back from the federal. So, with that said, the people will not have to pay the full amount. We're going to pay the full amount, and the government. I think they have the system already set up, but it needs a little bit of work on that. And when you are working, you're having fun. You're helping this woman come in and maybe 1-on-1 or 1-on-5 and go through the store and get all that nutritious food. Take the receipt, send it into the state or the federal government, and get it deduced from taxes. So the government's paying for our food. All we have to do is go in there and maybe create your hours, that would be fine. So in the future, hopefully we'll have enough people to go and get food and afford food. One woman at the cash register in front of me, she yelled at me and says, this is all I got. $20, it's got to go to my medication. I have no money, I have to get the medication. And that's in today's world. Do you know this happens? Do you really know this is happening? There's no need to close Whole Foods. We just got to make adjustments. So let the dietitians, nutritionists go in there, they get donated by the people, and then the people send those receipts on their IRS accounts. That's one thing we could do. So please don't close the doors. Make it fun to go grocery shopping. Maybe someone from sales check can buy some food with the receipt. They can stand there and hand food out to people. They put it in the carriage. They get donated for that. And then basically everybody gets help from the government with using the receipts. Same thing. And that's another way the government could maintain everyone having good grocery stores, good food in there, and lots of happy people helping each other eat all the right foods. Because they're making us sick. So let the nutritionists, let the government, the insurance agencies pay for this. What did I say, insurance? No, let the state and federal pay for it, as they already do. So this way, it's not mismanaged money. And you're not going to have anyone steal anything because they're going to pay what they can afford. One man said to me, he shows me a candy bar. He looks at me and says, $3 for this? $3 for this? And I woke up and said, he's right. People have to distinguish between eating and medication or going to college. But the job's out there. So maybe it's a lot of pay. Maybe the Whole Foods doesn't want to pay to what they're worth. So let's do some donations and give the receipts to the government and state. How does that sound, people? A little bit better than what we're doing now. Because, believe it or not, I'm on what we call food stamps or EBT card, Great Card. And they pay for food. That's a real nice, but we need to have enough for the people. And still provide food for the people. That's most important. The only thing they basically have to consider not having is pre-cooked food, alcohol, paper goods. They don't pay that. There you go. You could pay for your paper items and then deduct it from your money that you made. Put in it. Again, IRS and state. Let the prices of good food be a little bit lower than the bad food. But it's limited, so we make sure all the people can manage their books. That's another thing. That's another thought comes to me. Managing their book. Have a book. Have it contain the receipts. Maybe there'll be someone who's a nutritionist, dietitian, and another person there to help with the receipts and process the forms, and so they could get reimbursed by the government. There you go. You're telling the government how much you pay. It's more accurate. Have a limit, and it stays at that limit from month to month. So people are donating from the foods they eat. Same with the nutritionist and dietitian. You give them a tip, a donation. And they can work right in the grocery stores and tell people what to buy. And then they have a person who's a student, dietitian, nutritionist, and walk with a group of 4 or 5 people and help them get the foods they need. Show them, teach them what to buy. Then off to the side of that, we could take this and take it, and anyway, and have the people donate and the government reimburses them. I think we could do is just create a better way of scheduling people to work. So they could decide how many hours they want to work and when and why. I think that's a good idea. So we have the people who are shopping have the insurance pay the nutritionist and dietitian and for your food. So the nutritionists, the people, the professionals will teach you how to shop effectively. Have the junk food, charge a little bit higher than the wholesale foods. After the person is done shopping, it is recommended to talk to a nutritionist to see their health issues and appropriate for their illnesses. Teach the people to get more help in the area of healthy foods. All nutritionists and dietitians receive donations and then deduct that from our taxes. As a separate thought, there's one more thing I want to talk about. Next, where you go shopping, set up a locker room. One for men, one for women. So that they make it plush, make it real nice. There, the people could take a shower, put a few coins in the water, bring in their clean clothes and take a shower. Toilets, sitting places, so you could comfortably comb your hair and put your clothes on. Then they could go to this grocery store right there, get your groceries. Nutritionists, dietitians are there. Also at that site, there will be people who can help people do their books. You taught them nutrition, now let's help them with their books. What I mean by books is how they record all of their money and pay their bills. I think a lot of times if people don't pay the bills, they don't know how to. I had that episode with myself just this weekend. My husband helped me pay my bills. So we'll provide someone there. Again, donate. Give them a donation. And if you want to give them $200 for the service, then do it. And then that gets deducted. So you can have more people assisted by the government. And yet, you'll still be able to buy things that you truly want. And the government will pay for it. That will help bring down the cost of foods when we do that. Because now more people are getting paid on the donations, more money being provided by the state and government. So this building will be separate but on property. So we'll have a room where they can sit and change and relax. Then also outside that building, have a place, like I just said, help people with paying bills. And I think that's a lot of the problem, why people have to pay percentage and penalties if they don't pay their account immediately within a certain time frame. So that will help. I think that's a really good idea. Help us to manage our money so we know where it goes, where it doesn't, who you're paying, what money to come from one account to another account to pay it once a month. And you schedule an appointment and we'll have finance people right there, donate. I bet you a lot of people do it that way. We could have a cooking show in that area. That day we have a special meal. And people can go right there. So you can share a shower, you can have a meal, you can go grocery shopping, getting good food at a reasonable price. So what we got to do is find a way to lower the cost of the foods. And don't let the people work so hard. Let them have our own schedule. Be flexible. You work 12 hours, you get 12 hours off. Work 12 hours, get 48 hours off. We just have to come up with solutions so we can adjust our needs so each and every person pitches in and pay the bills and pay the food, everything like that. So now you've got a place. Have an area of cooking, you have a grocery store, take the food from the grocery store, cook up a diet, they can have their dinner, and all. You could have machines. like washing machines, if they're doing all this, wash the clothes and dry them. You could have someone at the location and help them with the laundry. All right there. All by donations, reimbursed, spent donations, and we save a lot of money. So you do everything all in one day. And dinners, get a lunch, and you could eat it right there. Little cafe. That could be also inside the store. And then we help each other with that. And I think that's going to be okay. We could do that. I want more government, not government people, just people working, creating their own time and what they want to work, how many hours they want to work, for how long. And eventually everybody's going to work no more than 30 hours a week. And maybe the least would be 15. And everybody helps everybody through donations. And the government reimburses receipts from all these activities. Maybe I'm fictional. Maybe it's just a dream. But it's there out there for everybody. So do you see what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm doing? And then people will have control of their money. They'll have a place to wash up, a place to eat, a place to go grocery shopping, getting the right foods, and you donate what you can. And if you can't donate, then other people who can donate and give extra, how much they want to donate. People helping people. And I think that's about it, people. Donations and deductions. I like this idea, and please incorporate this into your area. Another thing is, the person who works in the grocery store, they could work cooking if they want, and they could see whether they want to become a cook. Have students assist. And everyone's eating nutritional food at least once a day, instead of the government having like the food banks give old food. Or they have good food there. Sometimes it's old. And I think that's a good idea for everybody. Well, I'm calling it a night. I hope you have a great day and a great life. And somebody make this work. I can't do it myself. But make it work, people. We could do this. Talk to economists. We can do this. And maybe doing adjustments, help the workers work less hours and get more. Thank you, everybody. I know I repeated myself a few times, but sometimes when we're learning something, it needs to be repeated several times so you really can remember the way things can be. I love you all. I love you all like you're my children. That's it. Have a good night. God bless everybody. Thank you.